Cathaoirleach, Ash Wednesday, Catholics throughout the world prepare for Lent, our season of fasting and prayer. Our ashes represent our faith, a time for penance, and our mortality. Today, I would like to remind you that Christians are still persecuted and discriminated throughout the world. On the 13th of February, 70 Christians were killed in the Congo. So practicing our faith is not something we should take for granted in a fast-changing world. So we heard last week from Senator Mullen, Ireland needs a Department of Government Efficiency, and I would like to reiterate this call. I think this morning there's a debate in the Dáil about it. Senator Mullen cited some of the more prominent examples that have been in the news lately, the scanner, the bike shed and so on. Some people are willing to hand-wave these stories as one-off incidents that are being exploited for cheap tabloid headlines. But the reason these stories cause such an uproar is because everybody feels they embody what is systemic problem of waste in the Irish government is. The Irish people are angry not because these examples are just a few bad apples. They're angry because they're most off the barrel. The reason Ireland needs its own Doge is because Ireland has its own US aid problem. This is to say we have a problem with pouring obscene amounts of taxpayers' money into an obscure and unaccountable NGO sector to whom the Irish government outsources its policy making. In fact, we already had an Irish Doge, the Benefax. From 2015 onwards, Benefax ensured that the source of every cent NGOs received was accounted for, as was their destination. Then, inexplicably, in 2022, the entire operation was defunded. To this end, the government has yet to provide a satisfactory explanation as to why it did so. While the government claims that Benefax was not worth the money, I struggle to find this an acceptable answer. Let's compare Benefax to the Transgender Equality Network Ireland, or TENI, for example. For several years in a row, TENI outright failed to return completed financial accounts to the Irish government, eventually prompting the HSE to suspend its connection with TENI in 2022 over the severity of the issue. How did the Irish government respond? They increased funding to TENI the following year, giving it over €250,000 in 2023, and in 2024, we don't know yet. Remember, members of the House, Benefax is gone. In the meantime, the government has yet to create the in-house counterpart to Benefax, for which I call on the Minister of Finance to give a real explanation. It is high time that Irish people learn what has been done with their money.